Ever stop and wonder what you, a giant redwood tree, and the tiniest little bacteria all have in common? Well, it's the secret to life itself, and it's so small you can't even see it. Today, we're unlocking the world of the cell.
So, let's start with a really big question. Just look around you. Think about a bird, a flower, your own reflection in the mirror. What is the one single thing that connects all of it, that makes it all alive? The answer, of course, is the cell. It's the fundamental building block for every single living thing on this planet. Honestly, the best way to think about it is like life's universal Lego brick.
So what does that really mean? Well, a cell is the absolute smallest unit that we can actually call living. It does everything life requires. It eats, it breathes, it gets rid of waste, and it makes copies of itself. All of that happens in this one microscopic package. It's a tiny, self-sufficient powerhouse. And here's how it all scales up. You start with those individual cells. They group together to form tissues, think muscle tissue. Then, those tissues come together to create an organ, like your heart. Organs work together in systems, like your whole circulatory system. And all of that, together, forms a complex organism, like you. But here's the thing. We didn't always know any of this. For pretty much all of human history, this entire microscopic world was completely invisible to us. Uncovering it was this incredible journey that took centuries, and it was all thanks to one groundbreaking invention, the microscope.
You can think of this timeline as a kind of scientific relay race. It all kicks off way back in 1665 when Robert Hooke looks at a piece of cork and sees these little boxy structures he names cells. Then, a few years later, Leeuwenhoek sees the first living, swimming microbes. But look at that huge gap. It took another 150 years before Schleiden and Schwann put it all together for plants and animals, and for Virchow to finally figure out where new cells actually come from.
So, you have all these separate discoveries, these little pieces of a giant puzzle. How did they all come together? Well, they formed one of the most powerful and really one of the most elegant theories in all of science. And right here, this is the big aha moment. You've got two different scientists working around the same time. Schleiden looking at plants, Schwann looking at animals, and they both have the exact same realization. It doesn't matter what they're looking at, it's all made of cells.
So from their work, we get the first two key ideas of the cell theory. One, all living things are made of cells, and two, the cell is the most basic unit of life. But there was still a huge nagging question. If everything is made of cells, where do new cells come from?
And this is the final, brilliant piece of the puzzle. In 1858, Rudolf Virchow lays it out plain and simple. New cells arise from pre-existing cells. It sounds obvious now, but this was a game changer. It meant life doesn't just pop into existence out of nowhere, it comes from other life. And with that, the cell theory was finally complete.
Okay, so we're all on the same page. We are made of cells, and they come from other cells. Cool. But what are they actually, doing all day? I love this analogy because it's just perfect. A cell isn't just some boring brick in a wall. It's a busy, bustling, microscopic factory that's working around the clock to keep the whole operation, you, up and running.
And yeah, just like any factory, it's got different departments for different jobs. You've got the receiving department, that's nutrition, taking in raw materials. You've got the power plant, respiration, generating energy. There's a sanitation crew for getting rid of waste, an internal shipping department to move things around, and of course, a way to build whole new factories through reproduction.
So you might be thinking, okay, cool history lesson, but this theory is almost 200 years old. Why should I care about it today? Well, the truth is, it's more important now than it has ever been.
Let me put it this way. Cell theory isn't just a topic in biology. It is the absolute bedrock of all modern biology. I mean, everything. Understanding and fighting diseases like cancer, developing vaccines, creating genetic technologies, all of it is built on those three simple rules we just talked about.
So, I want to leave you with this final thought. If every single one of your cells is its own little complex, living factory, what does that make you? You're not just a single person. You're a walking, talking civilization made up of trillions of these tiny units, all working together in perfect harmony. It is an absolutely mind-blowing idea, and it all starts with the simple, powerful truth of the cell.